Ready. Play.
2 match points now for Mirra Andreeva to get the job done. I'll talk you through this point though, because it could be the most important point of the match. It could be the match point. It is the match point. The serve is good. The forehand return is long. And Conchita Martinez breathes a sigh of relief. I think she had a lot of concerns over perhaps the focus of Mirra at times, especially in that second set when it became a bit of a break fest. Mirra Andreeva is through in straight sets, 6-3, 6-4. Let's have a look at the stats from this particular encounter. I will share them on the screen and give you a quick rundown on that from this particular straight sets encounter. It's a straight sets win. Bit of a bumpy ride, I would say, for Mirra. But here we go. Just one ace across the whole match, and that came for Mirra. 6 double faults for Mirra. Of course, some of those coming in the second set amid that break fest that I told you about. The first 4 games, of course, were all breaks of serve. So Mirra kept going up a break and then getting reeled in. We then had 4 holds, but the decisive break coming in that 9th game. Mirra gets the break there, and you did have a feeling that she would serve it out despite issues in holding her serve earlier on. First serve percentage points won was actually higher from Krueger, 62%, 54 off the racket of Andreeva. Sorry, that's a first serves in, I should say. So Krueger there can't be faulted in terms of getting her first serves in, 62%. Mirra Andreeva, though, was winning a lot more of her first serves. And look at that, 30% of Krueger's second serve points won. That will disappoint the American. Total points won, 18 more from Mirra Andreeva than her opponent there, as you can see. And a bit more of a breakdown. Let's have a quick look at some of the winners and unforced errors. 18 off the racket of Mirra Andreeva and just 11 from Krueger, and error-strewn match as well from Krueger with 31 unforced errors. That balance between winners and unforced errors, I always think that really to win a match, you're probably going to want to hit more winners than unforced errors. And yeah, 11 winners and 31 unforced errors. It's going to be pretty difficult to win a match from there, Krueger, for sure. Okay. Some comfortable love games, as you can see there from Mirra, 4 of which there were some games that she just raced away with, whereas Krueger had just 1 of those. Of course, the most important stat of all is that Mirra Andreeva has won in straight sets in 1 hour and 13 minutes, 6-3, 6-4. Let's see if there's anything exciting to share with you from the Twitter sphere. All aboard the Mirra Andreeva Express, as we can see here. Mirra Andreeva rolls past Krueger 6-3, 6-4 on the WTA website and books her ticket to the 3rd round at Roland Garros. Not a huge amount of insight from the WTA there, but would we expect anything less? But at least they were quick off the mark. Yes, I can see the first serve on site. Good to see you guys tweeting out there, letting us know what's going on from on the ground at Roland Garros. For those of you that speak other languages, we've got a little tweet here from ESPN Tennis, also just saying a good victory there for Mirra Andreeva. Do let me know your thoughts on Mirra in the live chat and this particular result. Do you have Mirra going all the way? I will consult the live chat just before we bring this show to an end. The tennis letter here tweeting, Andreeva defeats Ashlyn Krueger 6-3, 6-4 at Roland Garros, Mirra, which is her 3rd Roland Garros 3rd round. Okay, that's an interesting fact. This is the 3rd time she's reached there already at the age of 18. The consistency and intensity she's able to bring to the court day in, day out, 18 really is something else. 29th win of 2025, racking up wins and slams left and right. Yeah, I mean, talking of Mirra's 2025, I mean, depending on your benchmark, I'm not quite sure where she is in the race, probably 2nd. Of course, Madison Keys has won a Grand Slam, so you might well put more stock in that, and I totally understand why. But she's done everything else bar win a Grand Slam or reach world number 1, and I think world number 1 is quite a way off, given the gap between her and Sabalenka in the rankings. Yeah, let's have a quick look at the French Open draw to see who she's got next and how things are likely to pan out for her. And she awaits the winner of Garland and Putin-Sava. What do we think about this section from Mirra? I think it's pretty good. I mean, Putin-Sava's form is sketchy, to say the least. Badosa, that could be an interesting one if it's a 4th round. If Badosa is as healthy as that first round win over Naomi Osaka suggests. By the way, that feels like a long time ago, that match, but I'm guessing it was on Monday. Badosa Osaka, that is. Then, yeah, we could have a fourth round between Mirra Andreeva. I mean, and Badosa. I mean, Putin-Saver followed by Badosa. You know, it's not the easiest of rounds, but also could be possibly worse. So that is that. Pegula in the quarters, is it, Ghosty? Maybe. That's not bad. If it is, if Pegula's her seed, yes, indeed. That's not a bad draw, is it, ladies and gentlemen, to get to the semis? And then we're looking at, I think, Coco Gauff in the semis, right? So, listen, the thing is, Pegula, that draw for Pegula, she's 3-all, by the way, against Lee, her fellow American at the moment. But, yeah, I mean, Pegula on clay it's her weakest surface, let's just say that. But she could be in a quarter-final without really being tested, Jessica. If Badosa was in her section, and as I say, fit and healthy, Badosa, and I just don't know if Badosa can play three-setters, not quite day in, day out, but you know what I mean. So that's where my doubts would be there. But back to Mirra Andreeva. I was going to say impressive, but actually, honestly, it wasn't a super impressive win today for her over Krueger, 6-3, 6-4. You can see some of the expressions on the playback of Conchita Martinez in her box looking pretty frustrated at times, or let's just say exhausted, because Mirra Andreeva stumbled over the line at times, especially in that second set during the breakfast. But she is through. Jake Davies here saying, yeah, Andreeva saying she struggled with her serve today and had to suffer but found a way to win. Well, there we go. Maybe that's what we should end on. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.